Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro Everyday, and today I teach about the square joker. So previously starting at 16 chips, growing by +4 every hand. With the update to version 101E, we changed all of the scaling jokers to start at 0, so square joker starting at 0 instead of 16. To compensate, we increased the growth rate. We tried it at +5 chips per hand instead of +4. Obviously a huge buff overall, and so folks, not even a day later, recognizing and then commenting on how much more powerful the square joker was, we fixed it for you. So last night there was a hot fix. We changed it back down to the +4 per hand instead of +5 per hand, still starting at 0. So obviously a slight nerf compared to the previous versions of the square joker, but still very powerful overall. If you're not a believer in the square joker, you're probably misplaying it. It's okay, math is hard. I'm here to help, right? I'm here to show you how to get the most value out of your square joker. And besides, all these folks complaining about how weak the square joker is, literally unplayable the square joker, you're still gonna take it. And when you do take it, you're gonna invest everything in your square joker. I've seen you do it, right? And so, I think there's a slight misplay as well. I think, similar with other scaling jokers, Ride the Bus and Green Joker, for example, folks taking it more often than they should be. It's not an all the time thing. It shouldn't be an all the time thing, right? It's a common joker, right? And, when they do, then, often there's this tunnel vision that happens where they're kind of like holding on to it for longer than they should be. It's very exciting to see the bus go to +40 molt, +50 molt. But there are more powerful things that you can be doing, and it's easy to lose track of how much is the bus actually contributing? Should I be pivoting into something even more impactful? And I think the same is true about the square joker. So people, rating it low, but taking it anyway, and then when they're taking it, holding on for it for too long, rather than pivoting into something else. Let me try to demonstrate. All right, so we started a run here where the Shop 1 Buffoon pack has the square joker, so that we can play around this, so that we can experiment with the square joker. Also here in Shop 1 I'm seeing a trading card, of course very powerful. We could go for Clever Joker here, giving us chips when we play 2 pair, and so these are kind of compatible here, where in the early game I can rely on this. I can rely on the Clever Joker giving me extra chips, and then later on once we grow the square joker here, we can sell the Clever Joker and then rely on square joker instead. I am going to take the trading card because of how powerful it is. I think, if you want to get the most value out of your square joker, you don't want to be scoring too many points, right? You want to be able to play enough hands each round, play more hands to grow the square joker faster. So we're not going to take the Clever Joker there. Or the trading card, I could discard here to delete, probably I want to delete the low cards, delete the 2. You don't have to discard first. What we can do is we can play 5 cards, we can play a straight, and then after we can discard here. I think I don't want to play the straight because of course it's not going to grow my square joker. Or, also either a straight or a flush here. I want to play maybe like 2 pair 3 times. If I play 2 pair 3 times, that'll be enough to win here. 2 pair is like relatively easy for us to draw. I think I can do that. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead with the trading card here, deleting the 2. And then we have a pair of 4s. Let's try to look for 2 pair here. Oh, we pick up 3 of a kind 4s. 3 of a kind is just as good as 2 pair, so I'll go ahead and ship that. Okay, that gives us about 100 points there. Now we have a pair of aces, so let's discard again. After discarding, I guess we have another 3 of a kind, so we can ship that. And then you want to be keeping track of, how much am I getting each hand and how much room do I have left. And let's see here, we need 100 points here. So if I play these 4 cards, then I know for sure this is not going to be too many points. And then I also know that when I draw the 2 pair, either I draw a third 7 or I draw another 10 or 9 here, then that will be plenty of points. And so we did get the 3 of a kind here. We could play 3 of a kind 10s, I guess. All right, here I definitely want to pick up temperance. I could just use it right away for $5, so spend $3, get $5. Then also you get an extra $1 of interest. I think I'm going to hold on to the temperance. I'm not going to use it right away. I'm going to wait, you know, 1 or 2 more rounds for me to buy more jokers, because, you know, as I buy more jokers, temperance gains value. And then of course, you know, the value that you gain is going to be more than the interest that you would gain. So we're going to hold on to the temperance here. I think also, you know, if we used temperance, we could buy DNA. This is not something that I want to do right now. You know, playing 1 card does not allow us to grow our square joker, so I'm just going to go next here. All right, against the boss, you know, I said that we don't have to use the discard right away with the trading card. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the 3 of a kind. All right, 3 of a kind giving us 200 points. Then I have 2 pair that I can play. Let's play the 4s and the 3s here, or we could play the 5s and the 4s for slightly more points. Okay, so 2 pair gets me a little bit more than 100 points, and so if I play this 2 pair, we'll have plenty of room. Right, and then so 100 points here, all I need to do is play any 2 pair and then we're good. So now I will use my discard with the trading card to get rid of the 3. And then finish up here, I could play the 2 pair or we could play the 3 of a kind, either way is fine. The hook actually helping us here. So, you know, when we're playing 4 cards, it's discarding random cards, it's helping us dig through our deck to find our duplicates. All right, here, this is something that I'm interested in, the banner. So again here, the square joker is still small, the square joker is still growing, and so I need something to help me score right now while I'm waiting for the square joker to grow. And so maybe, you know, the banner could be something like that. What's nice about the banner is you can turn it on and off. You can decide when it's off. You can, if it's scoring too many points and you want to grow your square joker more, you can just discard all your cards and then the banner turns off, right? Also, you know, with these kind of like chips jokers here, something to be aware of, you know, in the early game, plus mult is going to be way more impactful than plus chips. Here's what I mean. So, you know, let's say we go and I play a flush or I play a straight or I play a full house, you know, typically you're getting, you know, 65, 70, 75, maybe let's call it 75 chips times 4 mult. If I do something like this, if I go, you know, even picking up the droll joker here for plus 10, if I go plus 10 to my flush, that's an extra 250%, right? That's a times 3.5 is what's that plus 10 is doing mult wise. If I have, you know, only the 75 chips here and then I get something like, you know, maybe we pick up the gelato, then, you know, 100 chips on top of 75 is only, you know, like 130% more, right? So that's like a times 2.3 compared to picking up a droll joker we said was times 3.5. And so, you know, in the early game here, of course, you know, these other larger plus mult options giving us even more. And so in the early game, the plus mult is like way more impactful than the plus chips. And so, you know, we do want to find some other kind of scoring help here rather than just the square joker. We'll pick up the banner. And then I think again here with the temperance, I'm going to keep waiting until, you know, maybe the next shop I'll pick up another joker and then use the temperance. Here we could consider leveling up our flushes. So a thing that's like very powerful about the square joker is you get the plus chips regardless of what hand that you play. Like you have to play 4 cards in order to level that up, but in order to actually score and win, you can just play any hand. And so if I play a flush now, every flush gets plus 32 chips from here on out, right? So if I wanted to, I could still take this Jupiter card, or could still build around flushes. I think that's not what I want to do, but that's something that you could do. I think what I want to try to do with the Square Joker, you know, my long-term plan is we level it up by playing 4-card high card, or maybe even 2-pair, and then our winning hand, we want a different 4-card hand. So maybe our winning hand is 2-pair, or maybe our winning hand is 3 of a kind, or 4 of a kind, or something like that. We'll find out. We'll see what, you know, other kind of planet cards we end up getting. Alright, so in this round, again, here we have the opportunity we can discard a low card to our trading card. I'm going to start by demonstrating. Here we'll do the 2-pair with the plus 90 chips from the banner. Okay, so there, 2-pair gets us 350, so if I play another 2-pair here, you know, that's getting us most of the way to 800. And so if I want to keep growing my Square Joker, I need to use all my discards. Here, what I was saying with the banner, now we can deactivate the banner. I can discard this too. And then I'm just going to throw everything away. I don't have to throw away all of the cards. I don't have to discard a lot at one time, but I am going to. Okay, so now if I need the win, I know 2-pair with the Square Joker is enough. I know 3 of a kind is enough even without the Square Joker. So let's figure out, can I grow the Square Joker if I do something like this? If I play the pair of 8s, if I have the ×2 from the pair, that's too many points, right? So let's play ace, 10, 8, 5 and just play the high card. And then, you know, we can finish with, I guess we've played 3 of a kind more than 2-pair. Maybe we'll level up our 3 of a kind. So I'm thinking about things like Supernova, which cares about which hand you've played more. We have things like Telescope, which care about which hand you've played more. So let's play, since we have the 3 of a kind, let's play it. Alright, already plus 48 chips on the Square Joker. So we've only had the Square Joker for, you know, 3 rounds now. And already, you know, if we go to the collection here, you know, Slide Joker. Slide Joker gives us plus 50 chips for a pair. And so already, you know, similar power level to this. From here on out, if we don't ever play 4 cards again, if we don't ever grow the Square Joker gives us plus 40 chips to every hand. It's like having a foiled Joker. Of course, we are going to lean into the Square Joker, and so maybe we want to pick up something like this. We want to pick up Uranus here. We could do this combo here. We could do Bus with the Square Joker. We are at that stage where I am kind of looking for, you know, some kind of molt option. Next round, we are going to need 1,200 points here, and so I think we do this, level up the 2-pair, and I think we do pick up the Bus here. And if we do pick up the Bus, then now I am going to use the Temperance. So Temperance there gives us an extra $2 of interest, and so in the next round, if we buy a Joker, it's only going to give us an extra $2 of sell value anyway. I'm going to save the rest of my money for interest and go next. Alright, so now we're in that situation where, like I said, I don't want to score too many points, and so I know the Ride the Bus is foil now. We don't need the chips from the banner. I'm going to start by discarding. So I think what I want to do is I'm actually going to get rid of the aces in addition to the low cards, because, you know, if I think about, you know, maybe I want to play 4 of a kind in the future, maybe I want to play 3 of a kind in the future, and so you can use strength cards to turn 9s into 10s, to turn 7s into 8s, but on the abandoned deck here with no face cards, I don't have any kings to turn into aces, and so I'm going to delete the ace. Alright, and then let's keep discarding here. You know, we don't want to score too many points with the banner. I'm going to keep the 8s here, and then get rid of the ace here. Alright, so how do we square up now? We can play, I want to hold on to the 10s, I think. So maybe I'll play a pair of 8s. Alright, so already that's 400 points for just a pair, and it's only going to get more powerful from here. So let's play the high card. Okay, and I think there, if I play another high card, we're safe. Is that true? We only have room for 200 points now. Or sorry, not 450. 450 we have room for. Let's give this a try. Yeah, so a little bit awkward there, you know, Ride the Bus giving us too many points, to be honest. Maybe, you know, we get rid of the banner now. Business card doesn't do anything for us. Wild cards don't really do anything for us. We could spend the money on this buffoon pack. We go down to $23 here, but we'll get $3 from the trading card, so we'll get $25 in the bank. I think I don't want something like this. Jolly Joker, maybe. So another thing that's like kind of nice about the Jolly Joker here, similar to what I said about the banner, I can deactivate it if I want to grow my Square Joker more. You know, now already plus 60 chips. So let's go next. All right, first hand is face down. And so, you know, I do want to, you know, delete cards here for the trading card. I want to not play anything yet. We'll use all of our discards once again, you know, because of the banner here. All right, so 2, 3, 4, and I guess I'll discard like this. Maybe discard these. All right, so what do we got here? I want to try to not do this, not play a pair, so we'll play the high card 7 here. Probably the bus is the wrong move. Probably we should be doing something instead of the bus, because the bus we can't turn off. Yeah, that's too many points. So I think then we get rid of the bus. Now we have Jolly Joker, we don't need the bus. So we'll play high card here. There we go. And then now we can finish with, you know, we could play the 3 of a kind, we could play the 2 pair. We do have the leveled up 2 pair. All right, so let's check in here. After 5 rounds, we have Square Joker giving us 76 chips, which is of course, you know, better than all of these. Almost, I guess, you know, some of these giving us plus 100 chips. Plus 100 chips if you play a straight. Plus 300 chip or plus 100 chips if you play 3 of a kind. You know, where the Square Joker, this is applying to every hand that you play. Every hand gets plus 76 chips. And so, you know, comparing to things like the Gelato, for example, you know, of course, starting at 100, but rapidly decreasing in value over time, rapidly melting. And so, you know, already after just 5 rounds, remember the game, if you're playing, you know, 8 antes, that's 24 rounds, right? And so 5 rounds is only 20% of the run. And so within 20% of the run, we already have Square Joker being as good as any other chips Joker, at least the common ones, right? At the end of the day, the Square Joker is a common Joker, and so it has a common level of power here. I don't have to worry about things like this. I don't have to worry about managing my discards. I just get plus 76 to every hand. All right, this is something that's kind of interesting. I think the agate is just, in general, incredibly powerful. Also, again, here, this concept of I get to control this. I get to decide if it's on or off. So I am going to take this. And then we have a little bit of extra money here, so we'll go pick up the Arcana pack. All right, we get the opportunity to, we can make a copy here, or, you know, make some molt cards. I think what I want to do is, now that we have the agate, let's make some clubs. Let's maybe turn this ace into a 7. And I don't want this. I don't want the hieroglyph, because if we have less hands per round, then of course, you know, we're not going to grow the Square Joker as much. We'll take the Celestial pack. All right, and then maybe we could level up 3 of a kind here. What I want is, I want my high card and my pair, I want these to be low level so that I can, you know, play throwaway hands, and then when I'm ready to score, then use one of these. All right, let's go next. All right, 2,000 points here. Let's start by using our discards. So we'll get rid of the small cards. We'll maybe now, let's see here. If I go, let's say 100 chips times 10. So 100 times 10, that's going to be 1,000 points, right? So I'm still in the position of, I want to discard first. Yeah, let's throw away all these 10s. All right, how do we navigate this? So if I play the pair of 7s, you know, with the Onyx Agate here and the Jolly Joker, and then the chips from the Square Joker, you know, plus 20 molt times 100 chips is going to be 2,000 points. So that's already a winning hand, just the pair of 7s. So let's get rid of all of these other clubs to make sure that we don't score too many points. So we'll go 5, 6, throw away the 8 here, and then also play the 9 with the high card. All right, let's do it again here. We got 2, 5, 6. We don't want to play the pair because of the Jolly Joker. I could keep the 7 here for the 3 of a kind, but I don't need to. We said the pair will already be enough. All right, next we can go high card one more time, like this. And then go ahead and play pair of 7s would be enough. Might as well play a 4 of a kind. You know, so we know there, if I play high card, worth nothing. If I play my, you know, there with just 2 clubs, we get 6,000 points. So that's enough for, you know, these next 2 rounds here. All right, this boss here is potentially awkward. You know, cards previously played are debuffed. Obviously, we were playing a lot of cards if we're playing a lot of hands for our Square Joker. But we've said this in the past, you know, for the pillar, this debuff, you can remove the debuff by using tarot cards. If you enhance a card, it changes it, it becomes a new card, and then so it removes the debuff. It no longer counts as previously played. All right, let's try the Celestial Pack. So between the 3 of these, we can level up 4 of a kind. I'm not necessarily planning on playing 4 of a kind a lot, but you know, maybe with the trading card, removing cards from our deck, we have an extra 7 here. Maybe we can build towards playing the 4 of a kind. We do have extra money here, and so, you know, I could re-roll for a Joker, or I'm going to try the standard pack. All right, now that I have, you know, now 90 chips on the Square Joker instead of the banner here, maybe what we do is we sell the banner. I always end up discarding all my cards. Banner's replaceable. All right, let's see here. Red Seal I could pick up. I don't feel great about a Red Seal King, and I've already removed some aces from the deck and removed some 2s from the deck. So I think I'm going to pass on this Red Seal. Maybe I'll pick up a Red Seal in the future. Let's skip here and go next. All right, let's delete another ace here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to discard all of my clubs and then draw my 7s. So discard all of these. I'm going to keep the ace here because I know I only have 1 ace. And so if I want to play high card, I can guarantee that using an ace. All right, let's go ahead, and we have the pair of 7s here, so we already have a winning hand. Let's not play the 9, let's play the 10 here. Maybe play the 9 this way. Maybe play the 6 rather than the 3. So the 3 we can always play in the future as part of like high card. All right, we can go to get rid of 10s here. Like this. All right, 5, 6. We could go 10 and 9 here. What do I have left in the deck? I have 1 more 8. I have 2 more 6s. I have a 4. This is fine. All right, and then we can go ahead and play the 4 of a kind 7s again. Only 3 cards left in the deck. 100 chips on the Square Joker. So Square Joker we've had for 7 rounds now, already 100 chips. For a common Joker, that's great, and it's only gonna keep getting bigger, right? So it's not just about, oh yeah, of course, if you get the Square Joker in the literal first round, then of course it's gonna grow the entire run and then become very big by the end. That's not what the deal is. The deal is how quickly can we grow the Square Joker, and here already in round 7, a third of the way through the run, not even a third of the way through the run, we already have Square Joker at 100 chips. The question is, the runner, if the runner now grows by plus 15 chips every time you play a straight, then for the Square Joker to reach 15 you kind of have to play 4 hands. So the question is like, which is easier, right? Playing a straight or playing 4 hands? And I think probably playing a straight is easier than playing 4 hands. Like, of course you can play any 4 hands, but it does cost you money as you're playing more hands. And so you can play 2 straights in a round, right? But you can't play 8 hands in a round. So I think the Square Joker is still weaker than the runner, but I think it's still very powerful. All right, here we have Blue Joker as another source of chips. We already know we can hit this, we can hit 4,000, as long as we don't have the debuffs, as long as we hit the clubs. But I think currently all of our clubs are debuffed, so maybe we're relying on this Jolly Joker for the plus 8 molt. And we can use the banner here. We can actually use the banner instead of not. We can also, rely on our leveled up hands here. So 4 of a kind leveled up, to give us more molt as well. All right, here I think of these options, I'll take a Jupiter card, but I'm never gonna play a flush, basically. Celestial Pack again, we can level up 2 pair here. I don't mind seeing Uranus here since we've got, this is another viable option for us. All right, now we said we don't with the hieroglyph because we don't want the -1 hand. We want to play all 4 hands every round. So let's re-roll. Okay, yeah. Again, I don't mind seeing Uranus again here. Splash is not what we're going for, though, does have some synergy with the Onyx Agate. You could play just high card, but then play like 2 clubs in there as like a source of molt. What I was hoping for mostly was a tarot card to remove the debuff. But without that, I think we'll still be fine. So here we have the 10 and the 4 of clubs that are not yet debuffed here, and so we can try to play those. We can try to keep 10s and keep 4s. So maybe, not play these 4s. I think if we just play the 2 pair, I think the 2 pair is going to have plenty of molt. So let's play the 8s as a pair. We'll get the bonus chips from the banner. We'll get the plus 8 molt from the Jolly Joker. Okay, so that pair is worth 2,000 points. And so now we know we can win with a pair, kind of. I want to discard so that the banner is weaker. Let's delete the 3 here. All right. I want to, so now banner is weaker, but we still have plenty of chips coming from the Square Joker. So I think what I want to do here is discard. I'm going to keep the 4s and 10s because those are my clubs. All right, so I have the 10s. Let's look for the 4. If we don't get the 4, we could just play the 3 of a kind 10s, and then that should be enough. So now let's think about, let's play high card here rather than play the pair. We don't want to score too many points. All right, we can play the 4 of a kind also. Okay, so we're good here. We play the high card. And then we can play, here's 4 of a kind. All right, do I want something like this, blackboard, as like an X-molt option? The answer is probably. So again, here blackboard is one of those where I can decide, I can choose to turn it on or off. So, you know, let's compare now. Banner is giving us, you know, maybe 90 chips. Square Joker is giving us 124 chips. We've had it for 8 rounds now, 1/3 of the run. We sell the banner here, we pick up the blackboard. Do I want an egg? Do I want the... I'll think about this. I do want maybe a Celestial Pack. Maybe what we do is, maybe Agate is strong enough I don't need the Jolly Joker anymore. In the next round here, I only need 5,000 points. Let's get rid of the Jolly Joker, that way we could pick up Northern Lion here. And let's go Celestial Pack. Celestial Pack for 2 pair again. And let's save our money rather than opening up the next one. All right, the boss says we have to play 5 cards. That's super rude, but I guess that's fair. All right, let's discard the red 2. And then, okay, now we don't have to worry about the, what is it? We don't have to worry about the Jolly Joker anymore. So if we play a pair, it's gonna be fine. Let's do that. Let's start by, you know, playing the red cards, and I want to dig to my clubs. All right, let's play 3 of a kind. Would be too many points. Maybe it's not too many points. All right, so let's play 3 of a kind. We have red, or we have black 5s here. Should we get rid of the red 7? Yeah, let's try 3 of a kind. Wait, that's gonna be too many points because of the blackboard. Oh wait, that was a mistake. Let's not do that again. Let's try this then. Let's go 7, 5, 4 with a 10 here. So this high card, we don't have the blackboard, we don't have the clubs. I think this should be fine. All right, now we can play the 3 of a kind. We have an extra discard here if we want. We can get rid of these. All right, so here's the 3 of a kind. I guess we don't need the blackboard, but if you wanted to, here it is. Nice. All right, next we could pick up the popcorn here. I think we don't want this. Again, here I like having the agate and the blackboard. We can kind of turn them on and off as we want. Pick up a Celestial Pack. Let's go between all of these. I don't want to level up my high card or my pair. I'll level up my full house. All right, let's try the standard pack. Looking for clubs, looking for a 7 of clubs, right? We could pick up a 6 of clubs. We could pick up a king. Holographic is cool. Again, here, I think I don't want this. Do I want the 6 of clubs? I don't think we need it, so I'm just gonna skip here and then go next. All right, 7,000 points. Let's delete a red 6. All right, let's play. I'm gonna play these, the pair of 9s. We are gonna get the blackboard activation, but that's gonna be okay. It's not gonna be too many points. All right, we can play the, if I play the 10 here, that's gonna be worth, so like here I got 1,000, right? If I get the +8 molt, it's gonna be worth 5 times as many points as before. So it would be about 5,000. Maybe that's too much. Maybe what we do, we play the 9, 8, 6, 5 here. Yeah, so this is fine because we won't get the blackboard activation. Cool. All right, we'll do the same thing with the 5. No blackboard activation. And then now if we want, we could just play the 4 of a kind 10s will work. We could play the 3 of a kind, would be plenty, you know, because we get the blackboard here. We could discard if we want. Discard the ace. Discard the 8 if we want. Alright, then play the 4 of a kind. Alright, now 156 chips on the Square Joker. Let's open these Celestial packs. Do I want a black hole? Black hole leveling up every hand? I think it's late enough in the game. I think the scoring thresholds are high enough that it's okay if we level up our pair and our high card. We'll go Celestial pack. Alright, pick up Uranus again. And I think now we'll go next, rather than do something like this, Ancient Joker. Alright, so, you know, the awkward thing about the Square Joker is if you play 4 cards and the Psychic says, you know, it doesn't score, it doesn't do anything, you don't get any growth on the Square Joker. So I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to start by deleting the red 4. And then we'll just go for a good hand, a big hand, a winning hand. So maybe if we just play all clubs, you know, for the Onyx Agate, then that'll be plenty of points. You know, we have 150 chips from the Square Joker, and so we just need, you know, the Molt now. I could also play 4 of a kind. You know, 4 of a kind, just like play 5 cards though. I'm gonna go for the clubs. So there we've got the clubs. We can play these as a flush. And so they're demonstrating, you know, with the Square Joker, even though you play 4 cards to level it up, now that it's at 156 chips, 156 chips applies to every hand that we play. Alright, too late on the Scholar here. We will take the Spectra pack. It's a jumbo. Looking for Immolate. Okay, we could go... Maybe this is one of those rare instances where maybe I want Ectoplasm here, because, you know, I don't really care about the hand size that much. Also, if I have smaller hand size, probably it's easier to do blackboard stuff. Let's take Immolate here. Alright, and I don't think I need the extra discard. What I don't have is I don't have like a purple seal. I could pick up a blue seal here. If I have the blue seal, it is on an ace, so I'm not going to get the blackboard value, but I could, you know, get a suit changer. And, you know, having the leveling up my poker hands could be useful. You know, I could level up 4 of a kind. Has pretty good scaling. Even 2 pair has pretty good scaling. For this round, we need 11,000 points. I think I'm going to pass on this. I do like the crystal ball. I haven't seen any tarot cards in the shop. We haven't bought any tarot cards. Let's try to find some tarot cards. Alright, Wrathful Joker, no. Banner, no. Golden Joker. Of course, Northern Lion here is better than Golden Joker. Alright, do I want to maybe get rid of the blackboard for the Golden Joker? Onyx Agate for the Golden Joker? I think everything that we have is better than the Golden Joker. So we can go next. Alright, we have Erosion giving us 64 Molt. So here's that situation where 64 Molt, yes, that's good. Yes, that's a lot. But if I take this, the Square Joker is never going to grow anymore, right? I'm just going to, every round, I just win in one hand. And so here's what I'm talking about. Here's what I'm talking about in relation to pivoting. So let's say I pick this up. Let's say I pick up the Erosion. Then Square Joker no longer grows. Square Joker is locked in at 150 chips. And so for the rest of the run now, what happens is I pick up more planet cards, and as I pick up more planet cards, you know, here 2 pair is already 150 chips. My 4 of a kind, if I get 1 more planet card, you know, level 4 will be 150 chips. And so, you know, this gets really small relative to what I'm doing if I have leveled up poker hands. And so even though I've invested a lot into the Square Joker, I should be selling it. I should be selling this to pick up Erosion here. That's what you should do. But what most people do in this position is they stay with the Square Joker. I've invested all this time. I've invested 11 rounds into my Square Joker. I need to keep it and then keep trying to grow it. I think that's incorrect. I think that's, you know, what I'm talking about with people holding on to this for longer than they should be. It's a common joker. You need to be replacing your common jokers with uncommons, whether they're scaling or not. Now, if you do want to see how powerful we can get the square joker, then we don't take the erosion here and we stick with, you know, what we have is already working. I could pick up a steel card here. Steel card is going to be pretty good with our onyx agate. Let's go next. All right, we can finally get rid of that ace if we want. All right, I think I want to, yeah, I still want to go for maybe these sevens. Let's do this. Let's make a steel 7. Let's try, what happens if I do this? Let's play the 9 and then I'm going to play the 7s here. Or do I want to hold the 7? Maybe what I want to do is I want to play the pair of 10s here. Let's do that. And then we'll finish with the 7s. All right, we can play another pair of 10s. And since I have the extra 7 here, that'll be plenty of points. All right, we can play the pair of 4s. We can, if I do this, okay, we are gonna get the times 1.5 here and we are gonna get the times 3 here. Is that gonna be too many points? Maybe we play the 9 instead, holding on to the 8, so that we don't get the blackboard activation. All right, now let's discard the red cards. Cool. So now I could discard this 6. And then there we go. There's my 7s. I could do this instead if I want. No, 4 of a kind's way better. All right, we could pick up rough gem for the money. Let's try a mega standard pack. All right, do I want a steel ace? I think not. I do want the purple seal though. Purple seal 8, that sounds great to me. Red seal 9 is not bad. I could turn it into clubs. Let's try to do that. Let's try to get some tarot cards finally. Where are all the dang tarot cards? I could make another 7 here, or we could go lucky cards. If I am trying to do the square joker thing, now 170 chips, I think I don't want the lucky cards. I don't want to accidentally get the plus 20 molt. That would be bad. I could take the money here. Would I rather have 20 bucks or continue this plan of making clubs? Get an extra 7 of clubs. Makes it easier for me to get my 4 of a kind. I think it's already easy enough for me to get the 4 of a kind. Only 25 cards left in the deck because of the trading card. Let's take the hermit here. All right, we can pick up Saturn, death card. This is even better because if I have this, I get to use it on whatever I want. I'm gonna copy the 8 here, the purple 8, and I'm gonna go next. We don't need the hand size. All right, so with our 4 of a kind is worth 30,000. So we have a little bit of room to play around here. I'm gonna get rid of a 5 with the death card. I'm going to delete the red 9. I guess I don't have to do this yet. I can play a pair, play 4s and 8s here. We'll keep the 7s, you know, for our 4 of a kind 7s, right? Let's play the pair. Yeah, give me something else to discard. I could delete an 8, though if I have now the red 8s, if I have these 8s of spades, maybe I don't want to get rid of 8s. Let's do it anyway. Let's delete the 8 here. Let's discard these 8s. And maybe these 9s and 5 here. We have a gold card. Okay, so if I wanted to, I could make a red gold card and get more money that way, though then it deactivates my blackboard, so maybe that's not what I'm able to do. Again here, maybe with the 7s, it's okay if they're lucky 7s, because that's going to be like my winning hand anyway. Maybe I can go lucky 9 here. That could be safe. You know, because here I think if we don't get the blackboard activation, I think with the pair of 9s, even if I do hit the 20 mult, I think we'll be safe. So maybe what we do here is we play the 10 and the 6 and then try to get the money. Great. I already got the 7. What do I want to turn into gold? Let's make a gold 9. All right, I have one more hand left. So 10, 8, and then 6. Wait. Now I have a 10 and a 3 and a 10 here. I'm trying to figure out. I should have waited on the gold card. That's awkward. Because now if I want to play, you know, in order to level up the square joker, I have to do this. Because I need to hold on to the 4 of a kind here. Is 3 of a kind going to be enough? So I do have, you know, a lot of chips from the square joker. I do have, you know, plenty of mult from the agate. And so I think there could be a universe in which the 3 of a kind is good enough. In which case, maybe I can get away with this. So if I do this high card, that should be fine. And then what do I have left in the tank? Stuff that I could discard. All right, if I wanted to, I could play the 2 pair here. That would be worth more than my 4 of a kind, actually. So let's do that. Let's discard the 3 and then play the 2 pair. And we get the money. Nice. All right, 188 chips on the square joker. This is after 13 rounds now, so we're about halfway through the run. Halfway through the run, we've got 200 chips on the square joker. All right, now, sorry, let's open up some celestial packs. Let's get some more planet cards. You know, now we pick up Uranus again. And so, you know, currently I get 200 chips if I play 2 pair. I get less chips if I play 4 of a kind because I haven't gotten as many of those planet cards. But let's say we get 200 chips for a 2 pair. This square joker is currently acting as a ×2, right? If I get 200 chips, this gives me another 200 chips. That's 2 times to my score. And so, you know, one of the differences between bus and the square joker, if you're using the bus plus mult that you get happens after your enhanced cards. And so if we go into the deck here, you know, maybe I've got a steel card. And so I get this plus mult from the agate when I score my cards after I get the ×1.5 from the steel card. I get ×2 if I have any glass cards. And then after all of that, then the bus adds its plus mult. And so even when you scale up the bus, even when you get it to, you know, like I've said in the past, you know, +40, +50, +60 on your bus, it gets outpaced by your different, you know, enhanced cards, card enhancements, tarot cards. And so what that means generally is with all of the scalars kind of have this issue where as they grow, as they get bigger, you have more enhanced cards in your deck, and those enhanced cards diminish the effects, the impact of your scalars. Same thing with your planet cards. As you have higher level planets, as you have more base chips and base mult, then that's diminishing the value of your scaling jokers. And so by the time you grow them, they become obsolete, basically. Square joker is different because with the chips that you're getting, this, you know, with the mult that you get, if you get plus mult happening after your X mult of your enhanced cards, of course that, you know, is irrelevant after you have a bunch of X mult from steel cards and glass cards. chips are always relevant. Chips are always, you know, here, well, not always relevant, but they're, you know, differently impactful. Where, like I said here, it's currently acting as like a ×2 joker, the same as an X mult joker. The order doesn't matter on chips. The order matters for plus mult and X mult, but the order doesn't matter when it comes to chips. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, we could pick up a soul card here if we want. We might have to get rid of Northern Lion here. We could take $28 on the Temperance here. We could consider removing the trading card. Maybe we don't need the trading card anymore with already, you know, only 24 cards left in the deck. I don't think that position is unreasonable. Would I rather have the money from the egg? And by money, I mean, if I hold on to the egg in future rounds, I can get a future Temperance, and then it could be worth more money. I could use Death here to copy the 9 here and get more money that way. Or we can make a Steel card. We can make an extra 7 for our, you know, maybe our 4 of a kind has 4 7s of clubs. Could be very powerful. I think we get rid of Northern Lion here, and we take the soul. Of course, we get a natural Negative Perkeo. Interesting. All right, I'll get you, you know, we're playing on a random seed here, so I'll get you the seed after. That's interesting. All right, go next. Hermit, sure. Oh, I could have copied the Hermit with Perkeo. Star, I don't want. Michelle is not what we need. We could get some plutonium here with Perkeo. We could get Baron. Unfortunately, we don't have any kings. Well, this shopping experience is not going the way that I was expecting it to go. We could pick up the Bean. We could pick up Steel Joker. I should have copied the Hermit with Perkeo. Cloud 9 for more money. I want to re-roll to find something to copy with Perkeo, but I'm acknowledging that it's costing me like way too much money. Maybe we just wait? That feels bad. What's the boss say? The boss says play only one hand type. Okay. So if that's how it's going to be, I think against this boss we play the 2 pair hand type, right? And so let's figure out how to navigate this. So if I play this 2 pair with the, let's see here, with the clubs and with the blackboard here, maybe that's too many points. So let's delete the 6 first. Let's consider discarding the 8. Maybe the hand that I play, maybe I play 3 of a kind is the hand if I'm only gonna play one hand type. Okay, 4s we get rid of, 5s we get rid of, 6s we get rid of. Yeah, I think we'll discard all these. Temperance. Okay, now I can keep Temperance. I can use Perkeo to copy Temperance. Okay. Yeah, is this 2 pair too many points? I don't think it is, right? So we have the 3 here. Let's try this 2 pair. Ooh, that's a little bit too lucky. A little bit too lucky there. We miss out on plus 50. You know, we only played one hand, so we miss out on plus 15 on our square joker, but it's already plus 200 chips. And so you do get diminishing returns, right? And so the bigger that your scaling jokers are, the less a percentage they grow each round. And I think that's very important to recognize there is, you know, what is my growth rate as a percentage? You know, because that's how the anti-scaling works, right? Like the next round is 50% more, the next round is 50% more. All right, let's open a Celestial pack. We could go 3 of a kind here. I'd like to see Uranus again. We could make more Steel cards with Perkeo, but I think having the extra money from Temperance is just too much fun. Now it feels a little bit bad we don't have Northern Lion anymore, but we can maybe pick up a gift card. We do have an extra joker slot because this is negative, I am realizing, which means we could have picked up the Baron. We could have done a lot of things. Purple seal 6? Sure, why not? We could pick up another 7 of clubs here. I'm gonna go another purple 6. Having the extra red cards on the deck is not necessarily that bad because then we can, you know, deactivate the blackboard. Let's burglar for extra hands. We don't get to discard anymore for the trading card, but we do get to play more hands for the square joker. I guess with all my purple seals, I don't want to do this. Also, if we do pick up the burglar, you know, then it's not a very good example, not a very good demonstration of the square joker if we have the extra hands, right? That's cheating, right? If we have extra hands. So let's re-roll. Alright, do I want 6 cents here? We could pick up a spectral card and then we can use Perkeo to copy it. I mean, that does sound kind of interesting, I gotta admit. How many 6s do we have? We have 2 6s. Interesting. I think I will use the temperance here. I think. Just to free up the consumable slot. I gotta say, you know, I intended to give us a lesson about the square joker, but this run has taken a bit of a turn, is how I would describe it. Alright, I think we will continue deleting here with the red cards on the trading card. I think my finisher hand is normally the 7. Let's try to find the 6s, right? So let's discard all of these. Maybe we'll keep the 10. Hierophant. Hierophant we don't need. So maybe discard like this. Maybe discard the 10 also. I guess I am in the awkward position where if I discard too much, I'm not going to be able to square up as much. Hangman. Maybe we're supposed to stop removing cards from the deck. We do have a 6 here we could play. We can use the Hangman if we want. What would we remove? I can go, my 2 pair is just as good, if not better, than my 4 of a kind. So maybe I can remove this 7. And I can play the 2 pairs, 7s and 10s. Or 2 pairs 7s and 9s, you know, with the lucky card. Let's go with the Hangman here on the 7 and 4 before I play the 6. We get Immolate. I think maybe I don't have enough cards left to do this. Though now we have the opportunity, we can make the deck whatever we want it to be. I think we don't do this, Immolate anymore. I'm not going to be able to square up very much if I don't have any more cards. Oh, I can't play the 9 because I have the gold card. So I have, let's see here, I have 10 cards. So if I want to, I could play this 9, this 7, this 6, and what else? Maybe play like this. Play the pair of 9s. That was too powerful last time. I'm not going to get the money if I do that. And I do like the money. Maybe we keep the 3 of a kind instead of the pair. Maybe we do this. We play the pair of 10s. Then I don't get the lucky card activation. But I do get... Is this 20,000 points if I play the 3 of a kind? That's what I gotta ask myself. Otherwise we play the 9 to be safe, which is a little bit sad. Let's play the 9 to be safe. Okay. And then we'll play these. We can make some bonus cards if you want. Unfortunate we can't square up anymore. Alright, so I have one more 6 left in the deck. Now I'm going to do the thing that I always forget to do, which is in standard packs I could try to find a 6. I could pick up a 2 here. I think this blue seal I am interested in. Level up my 2 pairs some more. What's the boss here? The boss says base. So base chips halved. We're saved by the square joker plus 200 chips here. Ooh, death. Yeah, so I think with the death card I want to make another 9 for more money. Wait, was that a 6? No, I didn't have the 6. The 6 is a purple 6. Okay, I would like a strength card. Ooh, I could use the death card from the fool. Maybe what we do is we pick up the fool and then maybe Perkeo copies the fool. I would rather have a copy of a fool than a copy of a death card. Is that true? Maybe I'd rather have a copy of a death card directly. No, we keep the fool. Alright, magician here. We don't need. Rebate? Maybe. Maybe rebate now instead of the trading card. Maybe, like I said, we have too few cards left in the deck. Maybe let's do that. So swap out the trading card for the rebate money. And then go next. Alright, so we get another temperance here. I could use the fool to copy temperance, but I think I'd rather get a 6 for the 6th sense here. So, okay, rebate wants me to discard this 8. I can do that. I am going to use the fool to get the death card. I will use the temperance for the money. And what am I trying to do here? What is my winning hand? My winning hand is 2 pair, right? With the 10s. It doesn't have to be 10s. Alright, I could also play 4 of a kind 7s. That's still on the table. Actually, I only have 3 7s now, so it has to be 2 pair. Okay, I want to discard these. Maybe I don't need to discard this much, but I need to find the 6, right, before I play any hands. So let's discard all these. And then I've got one more 10 left in the deck if I need it. Let's give that a try. Alright, we got the wheel. Alright, let's turn the 5 into a 6. And then that way we can delete. Alright, Ouija here. Ouija definitely helps me do something. I think that's probably not what I want to be doing. Alright, so I could do my winning hand. I could do 9s and 7s, or we said 10s and 7s. Let's do 10s and 7s. So here, let's play discard the 6. How many more purple seals? I have one more purple 8, so let's discard like this. We could use the Emperor, World, and Hierophant. I think I don't want the spades, maybe. Maybe we'll do the spades. Maybe we'll turn these 3 into spades. Maybe with the Hierophant we can go bonus chips on the 10 and the 9. Not that we need to be doing these things. Alright, let's go 9, 8, 4. We'll play the 4 here. Rebate wants me to discard 8s. So maybe I'll do this. Should be plenty of points. Well, plenty of points in the sense that, you know, I don't want to score too many right now. Alright, now I can discard my 8s for the money. Alright, what do we got left in the tank? So, I could make a wild 9. I think I don't want to do that. Maybe? I don't know. Alright, I have 8 cards, so I can play 2 hands if I want to grow the square joker here, or I could just take $6. Probably we should take the $6, obviously. We're going to play the 9s, so let's try it this way. Well, I do want this also, the blue seal. What do I want to level up? We said 2 pair instead of 3 of a kind, so maybe now we play the 7s and the 9s. and then that's 2 pair. Ship it. Alright, we can go with the standard packs here. Looking for 6s. Give me a 6. That's not a 6. Do I want another blue seal? Do I in general want more cards on my deck? Yes. Alright, let's go standard pack here. Do I want an 8 or a 6? Let's go 6. And then re-roll. Sorry, what was the boss? I keep forgetting. Oh, yeah, this boss is fine. Alright. Do I want an 8 ball for more tarot cards rather than, you know, maybe something like this, maybe the rebate? I think I like having the rebate. We could pick up a vagabond. Could pick up a vampire here. How quickly can we grow the vampire? Probably pretty fast. You know, rather than this blackboard. I like the blackboard, you know, being able to turn it off. Do we need this agate anymore? I guess we don't have any sorts of base molt. So, you know, having the agate give us the plus molt is pretty useful. Sun here. I'd like to find the moon. Maybe Fibonacci instead of agate is easier. Play 8s and no, agate's better. Let's go next. Alright, we got the temperance. Alright, I want to discard 8s. We got rebate on 8s again. We want to find the 6, right? So let's discard. Like this. I want to make sure I have enough 7s left over that I can play 2 pair. I can also play 2 pair with 9s if I need to. Alright, so there's an 8, 5, 9s. Am I supposed to keep the 9s? Probably we throw the 9s. Gives us a better chance of hitting the 6. Alright, we've got the tower here. I am going to play the 6. Alright, go for it. Wraith for a rare joker. You know, we could probably whiff. Alright, let's sell it. I could be holding on to these spectral cards, and then, you know, that way when I generate more spectral cards, there's not going to be any duplicate spectral cards. With the tower here, normally what I like to do is I like to turn things into stone, because the rebate, it picks a random card in your deck, and if you have cards as stone, then they won't be selected. But if I have stone cards in hand, then the blackboard, it doesn't count them as clubs or spades. Like if I turn this 4 of clubs into stone, it doesn't count for the blackboard. Maybe that's fine. How many 4s do I have in the deck anyway? I only have 1 4 in the deck, so I guess we turn this 4 into stone. Alright, then with the 6 here and the 8, I want to discard for the money. And there's another 8 in the deck, so maybe I play my 4 cards first. I have only 11 cards, and so if I discard 3, I can play 4, but then I won't get the blue seal value. So let's discard these. And I'll discard the stone card as well. Alright, Hierophant doesn't matter. I could use it, but I don't need to. Where's my 2 pair? So my 2 pair is 9s and 7s here. If I wanted to get more points, I would play this 9. Because it's clubs. Let's do that just to be safe. It costs us $3, but I don't feel like calculating it, so I'll just play it safe rather than like bust out the calculator. Wait a second. That was not very many points. What can we do now? We could play high card. We still get chips here. We still get molt here. And then with the blackboard, we could play a pair. Pair's not worth very much. Let's try the high card here. Yeah, the flint here kind of ruined us, to be honest. If we do this, we're not going to get any molt, so I think we're going to lose here. Yeah, we did lose a lot of chips from the 2 pair, and so only getting, you know, like 25,000 instead of 30,000 there, or 40,000 there. That's a stinker. Dang, this run was kind of wild. Well, I think that's gonna be it. We did get up to 200 chips here with the Square Joker. You know, obviously this could have been useful here, could have been useful against this boss, getting the extra 200 chips, you know, after our stuff was you know, reduced to half here. I think the misplay that we did was we went too hard trying to get the 6 for the 6th sense, where we should have been, you know, just playing, you know, maybe 2 hands, 2 scoring hands, instead of trying to score with just 1 hand. All right. Anyway, we'll still play these so that we can, you know, get the seed here. If you want to play this run yourself, this run that has the negative Perkeo, I'll put the seed in the description. But, you know, generally, you know, this was what I was trying to demonstrate with the Square Joker, is it grows faster than you think it does. And then when it does grow, it applies to every hand, you know, compared to other Jokers that are kind of like conditional, whether or not you get the chips. And then, you know, later on in the game, it does get outpaced. It does get outpaced by, you know, these card enhancements. It gets outpaced by these leveled up planet cards. But that's true about all common Jokers, right? That's not something that's especially bad about the Square Joker. That's just true about common Jokers. And so I think, you know, don't hold on to the Square Joker too much. You know, read the signs. Read the signs about, should you be pivoting into something else? Is it falling off in value and you can replace it with maybe some higher value X molt, for example, or a negative Perkeo? I don't know. Take care, everyone.